Hello everyone! Recognize the melody? Of course, the new year is not far off. And with the long-awaited weekend, time to break away and have fun? No lying on the bed, work or laptops. Erudition Company has prepared for you 5 entertainment that you just have to try on the holidays 2020. Ready? Then let's go! Oh, this wonderful home environment, the sweetness of the upcoming gifts, the smell of the Christmas tree and tangerine in the apartment. Everything is so elegant and beautiful, and the first in the list, this is our desire to warm up these raw cold winter evenings with a warm, pleasant and fragrant drink that will suit our mood for the new year. Is it possible not to pour yourself a mug of delicious coffee or hot chocolate when you come home? In addition, these drinks will improve your mood and help to strengthen your health. So we have prepared for you a list of the tastiest Christmas drinks, the first of which will the mulled wine. Of course, the original mulled wine is an alcoholic drink, but don't be upset and those who are not a fan of alcohol, because now there are a lot of recipes for its preparation without adding a drop of intoxicating drink. Most often it is certainly on grape juice with addition of a pinch of star anise and ginger. Try a few recipes and choose what you like. The next drink, of course, everyone knows, but we could not forget about it. It's a hot chocolate with honey and cinnamon. What could be easy to prepare and at the same time so delicious and sweet? To prepare such a drink under the power of everyone, it remains only to pick up a couple of ingredients to your taste, such as cinnamon and here. In the grey evening, you sweeten your mood with a hot chocolate drink. Just because of the presence of biological active substances in chocolate after its consumption increases efficiency. The brain receives an incentive to work improving memory. The third drink is eggnog. It is more interesting and fascinating. Many people have not heard of it before, but in Europe it has long been on the shelves of the store as milk. Recipes for a traditional Christmas drink invented dozens, if not hundreds. But what would not prefer the recipe unchanged and mandatory is the basis eggs, milk or cream, alcohol and spices. Yes, it requires a certain amount of time to prepare. But believe me, once you make it, stop the drink, every last drop will underforce not to everyone. In addition, garlic is very useful because of its composition rich in protein. It also slightly soothes and helps to relax, which is undoubtedly necessary for each of us on vacation. Of course, during cloudy weather, storms or snow, it is simply impossible to find entertainment outside the house. Therefore, the next in the list will be board games, for large or small, but most importantly a fun company that wants to pass the time in the evening. There is an unimaginable number of such games and many of them are not so expensive. I'm sure we can all afford a couple. Of course, classic monopolies will never go out of fashion, where a player of any age is able to win without really moving his brains. But now there are a lot of games developing logic and thinking. Be the same old chess. If you certainly have a friend who is also interested in them, but you can just quest the world of the whole company checking your vocabulary. And of course it is new, very fashionable to become the games mode of the company, where you are in a computer game to perform the task, develop, conquer and much more. You can spend hours playing these games and not even notice them. Such games develop communication skills because often the participants of board adventures are both children of different ages and adults. You will finally have the opportunity to escape from their gadgets and smartphones, relax and from them too. And of course, we all know about Lotto, a specially forgotten game, but once you start especially taking a cut for a certain price, you will not notice how to appear violent excitement to follow these barrels. And of course, we can't forget about classics large companies such as a Crocodile, especially now. They have a huge variety, so guess who? Guess what the world and so on. Well, isn't it fun to get together and fool around? Oh, and the next on waiting list's entertainment on fresh air. Be sure to write a sled or cheesecake with slides, emotions as a roller coaster you certainly will not get, but a great mood and enjoy the weekend we promised to. Why not just go outside and make a snowman? Or can play with friends, family or children in snowballs? Now created many people where we can fill up the campaign, rent these buns and fool around with friends. The main thing is that we are all outdoors, not at boring table in a grey apartment, and in the cold air, 5% more oxygen than at any other time of the year, and also walks in winter strengthen your immunity and improve blood supply to the body. So sculpt snowman, relax, have fun and just walk in the winter air. And for special lovers of this time of year, we advise once again tempered by cold. It is incredibly useful, but it's important to be careful and watch how the body reacts to such tests. And yet the most important thing is just to enjoy winter weather, which is issued only 3 months of the year. Not only is it useful plus relieve you from the grey everyday life and fatigue you will give vigor and strength. And on the second place in Lions Leaders New Year sports, yes friends, after all the entire charm of this holiday in snow-covered platforms, in ice skating rinks, far we can come with your family to ride, invite the girl on a date or simply for a holiday company, circling on ice. After all, in winter during exercise in the fresh air, the ventilation of our lungs doubles, and oxygen saturation of the body affects blood circulation, thereby eliminating the risk of heart disease, has a positive effect on the skin. In addition to skating in a circle, there are things much more interesting and exciting, requiring some attention and perseverance. But there is entertainment and more interesting, of course, skis. What is real with the wind to roll down the slope wagging in different directions? And the most important thing, to get high from the skis don't have to stand on the since childhood. You should just give it some time and I'm sure you will like it very much. Snowboarding is certainly even more beautiful for descents from beautiful slopes, but unlike skis, to ride it will have to learn a little to keep your balance, but this process is very exciting and you will have only fun and joyful emotions. And most importantly, if you have never skied on snowboarding and the invitation of friends say, "No, I'm child and them don't ride," try it, I assure you. The emotions you received will lead you to the slope again, because when else if not in the New Year holidays you will be able to ride downhill or ride on ice. But it's not necessary when traveling to beautiful ski resorts immediately run to such terrible and sharp slopes. The fact that you got up on skis or a couple of times rolled down the hills isn't enough for such tricks. Yeah, it looks fascinatingly, but believe the opportunity to receive 3 fractures or something worse is not worth the risks. And of course, the leader of our affairs, time to yourself. Time that should be given to each of us for ourselves. To come in the new year to walk, look fresh, cheerful, and most importantly, rested. Of course, the new year is primarily a family holiday and this should never be forgotten. If you have the opportunity to go to your grandparents, to their relatives and friends, be sure to please them with your smiles and gifts in these beautiful days. But so as in weekend in primarily as need to for a holiday, can warm the and carried is worth sleep couple of hours. Ladies may need to once again looks into a salon bringing beauty or a message for election. After all, we all want to come back to work to look fresh and cute. And of course, don't forget about the fact that all these holidays we ate together, ate and ate again. I'm sure everyone at the end of these red days of the calendar is even afraid to stand on the scales. So maybe you should once again work out, at least warm up and spend a couple of extra colors. Remember, you do it yourself. I'm not sure that you like to look fat. Well, our talk has come to an end. Of course, we have no doubt that many always spend New Year holidays at rhythmistic pace, having time to do all above listed by us. But we hope we were able to help you choose the direction of your holiday on these holidays. Remember, lying on the sofa will not remember after the holidays. Except that in vain ate the burger and now you're fat. So learn to have fun, get violent emotions for New Year. It is not for nothing that they say, how to meet and spend. Let's spend it from the first day of fun. Thank you all for your attention. We hope you like our video and you were able to learn from it a little new for yourself. If so, then subscribe to the channel, put a like and a bell so as not to miss new rules. Have a great weekend to you all so far.